Step back into the 1700s. Edinburgh is a city trapped within its own walls, forced to grow not outward, but upward. In the old town, stone tenements rise like giants, some reaching 14 stories into the smoky sky. They call it Auld Reekie, Old Smoky. Beneath these towering structures lies a labyrinth of narrow, sunless alleys called closes. Here, thousands of souls live packed together in the world's first high-rises. But in this era, luxury is found near the ground. With no elevators, the exhausting climb to the summit is reserved for the desperate. The higher you climb, the poorer you are, living in cramped wooden lofts where the wind howls and the water never reaches. For the thousands living in those high-rise lofts, survival is a daily battle of strength. With no running water in the upper stories, every drop has to be carried by hand up hundreds of steep stone steps, making water more precious than bread. Food is simple, often a bowl of parritch, thick oats boiled with water. Meat is a luxury they might see once a year. They eat not for pleasure, but for the calories needed to survive another day in the damp, cold shadows of the old town. Just a few streets away, a different world exists. While the poor struggle for water, the elite of the new town feast in grand Georgian halls. Here, dinner is a theater of power, where French wines and exotic spices show off global trade connections. They dine on venison and fine oysters, illuminated by dozens of expensive candles, a stark contrast to the dark, smoky hovels above the closes. In Edinburgh, your dinner plate tells everyone exactly where you stand in the social hierarchy. But wealth cannot protect you from the stench of death. In these overcrowded tenements, disease spreads like wildfire. When the plague or cholera strikes, the high-rises become vertical graveyards. Death becomes so common that it fuels a dark new industry, grave robbing. Under the cover of darkness, men with shovels break open fresh earth, haul up a mud-stained wooden coffin, and pry it open to pull the deceased from their final rest. Because the city's medical schools need bodies for dissection, the recently buried are no longer safe. Families have to build iron cages, mort safes over graves, just to ensure their loved ones can rest in peace. Life on the streets is a constant dance with filth. With no modern sewage, the city has a clockwork system for waste, and it starts with a shout. Every night at 10, windows fly open and the cry of Gardyloo, from the French Gardyloo, warns those below to watch out. A torrent of household waste is flung from the high windows into the street. If you aren't quick enough to shout, "Hold your hand," you'll be drenched in the city's collective grime before you can take another step. This was the reality of the 1700s, a city of extreme heights and devastating lows. Edinburgh was a place where Enlightenment thinking lived side by side with medieval squalor. Yet, within these cramped, smoky closes, a resilient spirit was born. The people who survived Auld Reekie built the foundations of the modern world. Their struggle, their filth, and their triumphs are etched into every stone of this city. A haunting reminder of how far we've climbed and the price they paid for us to get here.
If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next one.